Hi, my name is Doretha and I work for the Live Oak Public Library. Today we're going to be beginning a series on spices from around the world, and the first featured spice is going to be cardamom. We tried to choose some spices that you normally wouldn't use every day, and myself, I've never used cardamom, but this was a good way to give it a try and see how I like it. To give a brief history of cardamom, it's considered to be one of the world's oldest spices, and it was used back at least 4,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, and it was used for many medicinal purposes as part of rituals and even embalming. They chewed cardamom pods as a way to keep their breath minty and help clean their teeth, and it does have a minty scent to it. I didn't know if I'd like it when I first smelled it, but it actually, in the recipe that we made, does taste good. The Greeks and Romans used it for its pungent aroma, and it was a main ingredient in perfumes and aromatic oils as well. Guatemala is the biggest commercial producer of cardamom, and in some parts of Guatemala it is considered even more valuable than coffee as a crop. The recipe I chose for today is spiced milk tea or chai tea, and it came from a book that's available here at the library. It's called Healing Spices. The ingredients that you need for the recipe is 2 cups of low-fat milk, or if you prefer, you can use whole milk, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground fennel, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 4 white peppercorns, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 cups of water, and 4 small bags of black tea. So we're going to begin by putting the 2 cups of milk into a medium saucepan, and we're going to bring that to a simmer. Now we're going to add our ground spices, peppercorns, and the brown sugar. We'll just stir that into the simmering milk. Give it a stir until it mixes in. The spices are all mixed into the milk and it's simmering, so I'm going to pull it off and set it to the side. Now we're going to put water on to the stove top and begin to heat it to a boiling point before we add our tea bags to steep. We want to add the 4 tea bags of black tea. I'm just going to turn that heat off for a second while I do that and let this steep for like 3 minutes. So now we're going to remove the tea bags and add our steeped tea into the chai mixture with the milk, and then we're going to bring it back to a simmer before we serve it. So after the chai rests for a few minutes, you remove the peppercorns and then your tea is ready to serve. It smells really good. You want to leave all the spices that are floating in there because it really adds the flavor to the tea. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you look out for more from the Swanee River Regional Library in the future.